Hello, and welcome to The Standpoint. Today we are talking about one of the things that we hardly talk about, but it's so important to our very existence. In fact, without that, we will all perish. We will perish. And I'll just ask, in fact, have you heard about the forest dance? You want to know the forest dance? You want to? I'll show you at the end of the program. But today, we are having a conversation with some ladies from the Forestry Commission. They have an association, we'll talk about that. But really, we are going to talk about why you and I, as women, as young people, as men, we need to be concerned about our environment. We need to think about how to conserve and protect our forest. I'm sure you heard it over and over again. We are depleting our forest. The way rain starts and, you know, the storms and, well, I'm not the expert. I have the experts in the house we're going to talk about. They're going to share their experiences. And by the way, if your daughter comes to you and says, I want to pursue a career or a profession in forestry, what would you tell that daughter of yours? Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress was made for me by Ophelia Crossland Designs. Thank you so much to them. My makeup product by Paba Cosmetics and Applied by Makeup and More. And of course, my, is it shoe or sandals? Whatever it is, it's fine. It's paining you. Yes, it's from Awo's Unisex Boutique. They have branches at Osu, Tesano, Jowulu, and of course, East Legon. You know, look out for them and go and get your good quality Italian shoes. I say thank you to Egudzi Ghana for my beads. We take a break. When we come back, I'll teach you the forestry dance and we'll talk about why you and I need to be very serious about protecting and conserving our forest. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back to The Standpoint. If you just joined us today, we are talking about our forest. And I call them ladies of the forest. Ladies of the forest. When I say ladies of the forest, sounds like some incrassiphobia. Well, you'll see them very soon. Well, let me say thank you to our sponsors, Wilma Africa. Wilma Africa, they produce Phyto cooking oil, which is from the original palm fruit. You know, so it's cholesterol-free, fortified with vitamin A, and it's endorsed by the Ghana Medical Association. They also bring into this country the Fortune rice, which comes in 3 variants. The green one, which is very soft, so it's for soft dishes. The orange packaged one is good for medium, you know, rice dishes like wachi and stuff like that. And then the wine packaged one is the Thai long grain aroma kind of rice for your jollof, for your fried rice, for your inchichui rice and all that. I always tell you, when you go and buy it, make sure you read what is written on the package and choose the right type of rice for the meal that you want to prepare. We say thank you to Goil Ghana. Now to the ladies of the forest. Seated at my extreme left is Mrs. Rosalind Fosua A.J. Zuta. She's the Acting Director, Climate Change Directorate and President of the Forestry Commission Ladies Association. Madam President, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. I love to have women presidents. It makes me believe that very soon Ghana will have a woman president.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Good to have you. And then next to her is Auntie Edith, Mrs. Edith Abrokwa. She's the Director of Operations Forest Service Division, immediate past President of the Forestry Commission Ladies Association. Welcome to The Standpoint.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Next to Auntie Edith, I have Mary Bolkono. She is Wildlife Division, HR, Assistant Manager, Organizing Secretariat of the Forestry Commission Ladies Association, Organizing Secretary. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Mrs. Zuta, so your father and your mother took you to school to go and learn. You say you'll be a forest woman. Which one be your own now?
Originally, I didn't say I could be forest woman. No. Something took me there.
Really?
Yes, because I always wanted to read medicine.
Okay.
And so when I completed my secondary school, I had to stay home for 2 years, hoping to get admission into the medical school or into the pharmacy program.
Right.
But I have an uncle who did natural resources management. He studied abroad.
Okay.
And so he started telling me about the benefits, and I could look onto the other side because I'd already stayed home for 2 years. And I found this job interesting because I stayed with him during some vacations. And the sort of travels and engagements that he was having, they were quite interesting. So I gave it a thought and I got admission into the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources.
So you went to school,
Oh, yes.
And you went to study what? Natural resources?
I studied, yes, natural resources, and I majored in forestry. And ever since then, I haven't regretted anyway.
Wow.
It's an interesting area.
Now you are making me fall in love with forestry already.
You would at the end of the program.
It's paining me. I did it. Make it sound boring small for me.
Yeah. Incidentally, I also wanted to do medicine.
Oh,
I'm surprised to
okay.
hear this from Rosalind. I also wanted to do medicine, but somehow I had an uncle the same.
Oh,
who was the director in charge of the Forest Research Institute at that time. And then he encouraged me to do forestry because he said this is a male-dominated organization or area. Right. And you hardly find women in it, but I believe you can do it. So please try and do forestry. Now, it was in 1988. That was the time that the Institute of Natural Resources had started a program in the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So we were kind of the pioneers at that time. And hitherto, all the professionals were being trained outside Ghana, mainly in Wales and in UK. Right. So we were the first batch of graduates who were trained in the Institute of Renewable Natural Resources at that time.
So how long have you been in this?
So 30 years now.
Chai! Forest woman for 30 years.
Exactly.
So you also had to be hands-on, go to the forest and do stuff.
Of
you
course,
did?
Right from school. Yeah.
Sister girl.
Yeah, I actually wanted to be a teacher. Okay. I wanted to be a teacher. So when the results came after SS, I went to buy the certificate, this thing, what's the name? The form. Then somebody called me, one Dr. Kwache called me and then talked to me. I actually did science too. He actually educated me, talked to me that there is this school, forestry school, School of Forestry at Sunyani. Okay. He asked me to pick a form. That's with my results, I can go there. So I asked forestry, but I was thinking forestry is for men. How can I work with them if I finish the school? And he actually educated me, so I picked the form and then I went to forestry school for 3 years. So when I came out, that was the time the Forestry Commission, was made. So they merged these 3 divisions. Right. And they actually wanted some of us to know where we want to go. I think women don't want wildlife because of the remote areas where they are located. So I taught it a second time, and then I went to wildlife. And since then, I never regretted, because when I actually came, I was asked to go to Mole National Park. So that was my first station. And you can imagine, at that time, there was no lights in Mole National Park. And I remember some time ago, I sat outside around 6 o'clock, then I saw this lion. And where I was staying was very far from the community where the staff were staying. The lion came and passed. Then come and see me. I was hot. Then quickly I ran inside. You can imagine being in Mole National Park. You are alone. You have to make yourself happy. And how do you do it? It means that you have to go to the field with the staff. You have to patrol with them. You have to do all kinds of things. So I became innovative enough. And then, this wildlife club you are talking of. Yeah. I was able, most of the fringe communities, I formed a lot of wildlife clubs, almost about 5 communities. So sometimes I use a bicycle and then go to these villages just to educate the staff. And then sometimes not to educate the students. And then I formed committees in some of these communities too. So it even got to a point that there was this man who was a notorious poacher. I think the daughter went to talk to him. So the man came to me. I went to the village one time, and the man called me. That woman, because of you, my daughter has spoken to me, and now I have changed. Wow. So the man became the chairman of a committee in this particular community.
Wow. I applaud you women. Wow. So, I mean, I think, Auntie, you feel fulfilled with what you do, right?
Yes, I do.
So you were in the forest and then Mr. Brakwa found you?
Oh, no. Mr. Brakwa found me at the university.
Hey, brother.
Yes, so that was at the university level, so not in the forest. But obviously...
But Mr. Brakwa was okay that his to-be wife was going to the forest?
Oh, why not? Why not? It's love, no bounds.
So amen to that.
It doesn't really matter.
Child, the woman is in love. Yeah, sister, you did the forest way. Mr. Jesuta see you or...
My own, I did church.
You did church. He see you where he say, this woman, where they work for the forest.
I was doing my national service.
So, okay.
And, you know, when we go to the field, we get some foodstuffs. So some plantain, cassava. I think that caught his attention. This woman can bring in
some food. Or that was what? Mrs. Zuta, don't mind this woman. Mary, what about you? Has a brother found you?
Yeah, I think he was actually my teacher. You know, he taught me physics. Actually, he also came to do his service.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, we were friends at that time. So when I completed and then went to forestry school, he followed me there.
Yay.
Yes.
The forest went to make you fresher. The fresh air in the forest and all that. Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll continue. And look at me. I thought this program wasn't going to be... Well, let me say thank you to our supporters. Go got you got. You got is very good for you. As I tell you, as women, it's very, very good. Awake purified mineral water. And of course, Veraldo drinks. It comes in apple. It comes in pineapple as well. And it's produced by Casapreco Company Limited. We are so grateful to them. Matamis gives us the port. Yep Cleaning Services takes care of our environment. If you have any program coming up, you're doing anything or you want your home cleaned thoroughly for you, get in touch with Yep Cleaning Services and they do excellent job. I also say thank you to House of Foods, Auntie Vera. Thank you to Take a Cake Technique. They've been just amazing all these years supporting us and we are so grateful to you. Now, let me proudly say that one of my daughters who we support, the Girl in Need Foundation support, she's at the University of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and she's actually specializing in forestry. Yes, and we are so glad. So we take the opportunity to remind you of the Girl in Need Foundation. Our boxes at all ADB branches across the country, Ghana Commercial Bank, Accra and Tema, NIB branches. And then, of course, we have our mobile money number, 0544-844-122. Please support us to support the Girl in Need. 1 Ghana cedi for 1 Ghanaian girl. 1 cedi or more, and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at the kind of lives you touch. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. And can somebody please give Madam Priscilla a microphone for me? She will share her experience with us very soon. But let me say thank you again to GTP. They gave me the cloth, and Ophelia Crossland Designs made a dress for me. My beads is by G8, a Guzi G8, and I'm so grateful to her. My shoes from Awos Boutique. Awos Unisex Boutique. They are at Osu, they are at Tessano, East Legon, and Tolu as well. So go there and get your excellent Italian shoes and sandals and slippers and what have you. I also say thank you to Paba Cosmetics for the makeup product. They've been with us for the past 7 years and we are so grateful to them. Makeup and More applies the makeup for us. We are also very grateful to them. But Sister P. Sister Priscilla, Madam Priscilla Semeni will share her experience with. You are on the field, right?
Yes, I am.
What has been your experience so far?
Well, I entered the commission in 2010.
Okay.
It was a bit scary. I did serve at the headquarters, and then I had put up a good performance. So you were loved. So people expected that at least after the service, you do enter the commission. And then I was posted to Cape Coast. But luckily for me, I had very supportive men at Cape Coast. So from then I went to Impriso. And that was when the real work started. Just recently, there was an incident where we had to go to the timber market. In forestry, that is a no-go area. Yeah. Especially when it's the Nkoko or the Techima timber market. Because you get the national and regional managers tell you, don't venture there, don't do that.
But then it's dangerous, they can harm you, they can attack you.
Yes, they also feel that is their territory.
Yeah.
And that if you don't get them in the field or from the forest and you don't get them on the road and they manage to get to their market, why do you come there to arrest them? But there's this particular notorious one. He mostly does his work up in Impriso. We are on the mountain. And then when you are about arresting him, he purposefully drives into the market. And it has gone on for long. And then sometimes even in daylight, you see him going. So was it just last week? Then I had a call from the boys. And then they said that this particular person has loaded. I said, you try and intercept him before he even descends the mountain. Okay. That was at the point which was up. Actually, when they got there, he was about offloading. When he saw them, he jumped into his car. And straight away down the mountain he was going. So they called. I was in the office. The official car had gone to the field to do some inventory. So straight away, I simply jumped into a taxi. And then called the range supervisor and told him, Azuma, no matter where this man goes today, we shall go with him. So Azuma also took the lead. We tried stopping him with the police. He didn't stop. And then he drove into the market. So our people had gotten there before I did because our taxi was behind. So we took the main market road. But they didn't use that road. They used a bypass one. So we had thought he's gone back upstairs. So we're going back upstairs when they called us. And they said, Madam, we are at the market. I said, I'm at the market. I don't see you people. They said, take the bypass route. So I took that one. And when I got there, they had tied a rope to the range supervisor's motorcycle. And the crowd has gathered already. And they were pulling him deep into the market. I didn't know until after the whole thing when I asked, so when they were pulling you, what were they going to do? He said, they pull you in and then they set your motorcycle on fire. So the moment I got there, I just lost it completely. And so I identified a few people. I told them that you, I know you. And you, I know you. And I know you. Don't try me. You better be very, very careful. And you know technology. Straight away, I brought out my phone, switched on the video, and I started filming and filming. In about 1 minute, they had stopped. Then the vehicle was there. The driver had ordered them to offload. And I said, gentlemen, I didn't come for the lumber. I came for my evidence. Luckily, commission has trained some people in prosecution. And I happen to be one of them. Okay. So if I don't fight you violently, I know which other way to fight you. So I just took my pictures, climbed up straight to the police commander. And I told him, sir, as for this my case, it's a special one. Because if I had not got there on time, I'm sure my boys would have been mobbed.
Yeah.
So it was only by the timely intervention. So we've picked up the case. The police is on it. The gentleman has started going around, begging, pleading. I told them they shouldn't worry. We'll deal with him accordingly. Because it's about time you learn to respect the Forestry Commission and the woman in Forestry Commission as a whole.
You see the wonderful thing about, women, wherever we go, we mother. She stepped in. She could have gotten there and said that, oh, the men, let me go, let the men fight here. Exactly. But she stepped in to protect your, staff from being mobbed and all that. Why do we do this to environment? I still don't tell my husband, okay? I still wonder, but in Edumasa, yes, it is known if you cut a tree, he will prosecute you. No matter, he will take you to court. It is known that nobody touches Nanansa Kwasu tree, even if it is on your own land and it's breaking. Let it break. Don't touch it. And he's so, but it's so. Sometimes I look at him and he gets so frustrated that people don't just get it, that trees have benefit to us. You know, our forest, they has benefit to us. Exactly. But we don't seem to get it. What is our problem?
It is not that we don't get it. I believe that most people know that trees also do have life, particularly the communities that live around these trees. Yeah. But the basic thing here is about livelihoods, you see. We don't look at it from that angle. If I am hungry today, I don't see the importance of leaving a resource there for the next 2, 3, 5 years. It's about what I'll eat today. Yeah,
I need to make firewood or
exactly.
something.
Most people are risk averse. I don't want to take any risk. I'm not taking any chances. And also the laws of the land haven't necessarily helped with the issue, because at the Forestry Commission, we are in charge of timber harvesting, regulation, and then also law enforcement. If you look into the Constitution, naturally occurring trees, so even though we see the trees there, they all have different connotations. Right. We have trees that are naturally occurring. We met them when we came onto this earth. Nobody planted them per se. For those ones, they are vested in the president on behalf of the people. That's how it's put. Now, when you plant it yourself, then it is yours. But you would have to prove that you planted it yourself, or it is naturally occurring. Now, for most communities, for the naturally occurring ones, they feel that they nurture these trees, but they are not necessarily getting a lot of benefits. So if you come to the Forestry Commission, one of the terms you might hear more often is about tree tenure. Who owns the tree, or who is benefiting from the tree? And so they feel they are disadvantaged. The trees are on their farms anyway. So why don't I get up, arrange with some illegal person, and then it is filled? What Priscilla was talking about was about illegal chainsaw. Exactly. And it is filled and I get my percentage. So what we have been working towards in recent times is to also consider the livelihoods, provide certain alternatives as part of different international mechanisms, and then also improve on the tree tenure. If it's possible that we can put in certain arrangements, because going back to amend the Constitution is quite a long journey. Nobody can necessarily wait for that. But if we can put in certain arrangements where if we sell these trees, or if we make any revenue from these trees, some of the benefits go back to the landowners one, because even in that same landscape, you would have landowners who are not necessarily tilling the land and might be tilled by migrant farmers. They also don't own the land, but then they are the ones doing the work.
But it seems as a nation, we don't have a strategy where we are getting everybody involved, you know, as a society to understand. When I was growing up, there would be, of course, maybe because I was part of the Wildlife Club, we'd be planting of trees. There's a day for planting of trees and all that. But we don't have it anymore.
Yeah, you know, as I always say, you know, we are developing, and people have to stay. You know, want a place to stay. So at the end of the day, what will happen? They have to clear part of the forest to do some of these things. But you know, most of these reserves are protected and they are gazetted. So no matter what, you are not supposed to enter into any of these reserves. But because of sometimes because we are notorious and we want, as Rosalind just said, that, you know, it's like we need to eat. Man must live. And how do we live? Yeah, definitely we have to go to the forest. You know, the forest also give us a lot of, you know, benefits. Apart from the felling of trees, they also go in the non-timber forest products. Like mushroom and other things. So we really have to come on board. Everybody must come on board to protect these natural resources.
Well, let me say thank you to our sponsors, Walmart Africa. They produce Frito cooking oil, which is made from the palm fruit and fortified with vitamin A and endorsed by the Ghana Medical Association. They also bring into this country Fortune rice, comes in 3 variants. The green package one, good for the soft dishes. the orange package one for the medium, you know, like the white cheese and medium soft, and then the wine package one for the long grain. I want to say thank you to Goil Ghana, Ghana Oil, and Hinipan Kasa, yeah. We say thank you to AWDF, African Women's Development Fund. We are also grateful to them as well. Remember, this program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 195 and Virgin TV on 842. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Over. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, like our Facebook page, that's The Standpoint, and of course, always have a review at the YouTube channel. It's also The Standpoint. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. I mean, of course, don't worry, we'll do the forest dance. You check us out, yeah? We'll do the forest dance, you wish. Now, Rosalind, you wanted to add something to it before we went for the break, yeah?
We have been engaging different stakeholders since 2008 on a global program called RED+. RED+, yes, an acronym that stands for Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation. And you can also do sustainable forest management, conservation, or you enhance carbon stocks by planting. You need to identify your drivers of deforestation and forest degradation before you can comprehensively get engaged on the RED+ mechanism, which is for developing countries with rich forest resources, but realize that the resources are being depleted. So as part of that, we have a role that landowners will play, traditional authorities will play, the media would play, government agencies, district assemblies, and we have a comprehensive RED+ strategy launched in 2016 with 5 different programs for every part of Ghana addressing deforestation. Implementation has started this year, 2018 to 2022, and it is cross-sectorial, encompassing different agencies, agric, energy, because even though it's a forestry-related issue, it relies on other sectors to thrive. And so we are getting to that point gradually where we are collaborating to protect the resources.
And what role can women play in this?
A lot.
How can we get involved?
A lot. At the local level, when it comes to forest plantations, the women are engaged more into nurseries where they raise the seedlings for planting. They are also engaged in planting in the forest. We have a program that you have different schemes of plantations, and there's one that is we refer to as a modified Tonja system. And in the modified Tonja system, you have, if you plant the tree, you have a percentage as an owner, 40%. So you have women participating in this, and if you see some of the sites that the women have actually established, is very impressive. So not only are they doing nurseries, they also plant, and they have share in the crop if it's matures. And so the women are on board, certainly.
Women on board, how many women work in the Forestry Commission?
Yeah, we have about, the Forestry Commission, we have about 3,635 or so, and the women are roughly 430. So we form about 13%. 13% of the population in Forestry Commission.
How do you call it?
We are an endangered
species.
Exactly.
That's what I was going to look at. You are endangered species.
We are highly endangered.
Highly endangered.
So
but it used to be, let's say 2% or 3%. So we've come very
it's improving.
Far.
Yeah.
It's improved a lot.
But is that why you formed the association? The Ladies Association?
Certainly. We formed the association to be able to empower the women and be able to inspire the women, encourage them to educate themselves, because it's only when you upgrade yourself that you can find yourself in higher levels. But we have the women in various levels. We have them in the support staff. We have them in the technical staff. And at the managerial level, we have about 25% of the women in managerial level. So it has improved a lot over the years.
Okay, so Madam Organizing Secretary, does it mean that once you work at the Forestry Commission, you are automatic member of the association?
Yeah, once you are with us as a woman, you are an automatic member.
Right.
You are part of the association.
Okay, so the Forestry Commission is like the mother body for all the divisions.
Yeah.
The wildlife and all that?
Yeah, we have 3 divisions.
Okay.
The wildlife division, then the forest services division, then the timber industry division. We also have these 2 supporting centers. That's the training center. It's actually at Kumasi,
Echakrum, okay.
FCTC.
Hey, that's my hometown, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my father's paternal hometown.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
And we have the RMSC. It's also at Kumasi.
See,
Yeah,
okay.
these are the 2 supporting centers.
Yes.
And we have the corporate
Okay.
body, and that's the corporate
Hey, the corporate ladies in the house.
The secretariat of the chief executive.
So you sit in the office and you enjoy their condition. We'll send you to the forest to be chased by elephants. Okay, that's about. How has the association fared so far? You recently celebrated your 5th anniversary, right?
Yes. We have the second lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Baumia,
Right.
as the keynote speaker.
Right.
The whole essence of celebrating that anniversary was to look back. I mean, we could have collapsed as an association right from inauguration, but we've had the active support of management.
Right.
And when we said we were going to form an association, one of our managers said, "Hey, Emma, send you to Manamubeja." And truly, as you can see, we are.
Yeah, you have your uniform.
We have it, but we haven't just been Obikai trying into we have been working as well.
Right.
We have engaged in different sensitization programs to support the mandates of the commission.
Okay.
That is to sustainably develop the forest and wildlife resources.
Okay.
And we also want to help with self-development of the women at the Forestry Commission. As Madam Edith said, it's just about 1/4 of the women population that are in managerial positions. A lot are in technical stuff, doing nurseries and range stuff. We want to tell them that they can also come up to the top. They can also be part of decision making.
Okay.
And we also want a healthy workforce. And so we have engaged in activities on talks about breast cancer, cervical, and even prostate for the men as well, because we work together with them.
Yeah.
And they should also be healthy. So we took sort of a snapshot of all that had happened over 5 years, and we thought it was worth celebrating. And management gave us the support. And Mrs. Samira Barumia also told us that we had to develop ourselves further, because we can't say we want to be empowered, recognize us, and we are not doing anything to ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to constantly be progressively
Exactly.
educated. Yes.
The biggest mistake you can make is to help others, push others, and not do anything about yourself. And women, we've been caregivers, and we give without, giving to ourselves. Okay. So on the standpoint, the whole of May is Mother's Month, and we are ending our Mother's Month with you. And I'm so glad that we chose to be you. I mean, you're doing amazing. I've been inspired, and I'm sure a lot of people watching and listening will look at forestry with a thank you very much, differently. So we have some surprises for you. So we have product from Wilma Africa. This is for you, cook for your family. That's also, for you. And all that, and then we have products also which we'll give to you from Casa Precon. That's the Veraldo drinks, and then Awake mineral water we'll give to you as well. And then those of you in the audience, we have something small for you as well. A token also from Wilma Africa, right? So thank you very much. Wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure this will not be the end. We'll communicate more, in terms of what you do and what you're doing, what we can do as women, and how, conserving the forest and wildlife and, everything, environment, so we can help, and how we stand to benefit from it, Because, I mean, my doctor was telling me that even the environment can affect your fertility.
Yes.
It affects your fertility, the growth of your children,
It's very
your peace of mind and everything, So, well, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you also for having us.
Yes.
And,
Thank you very much.
We'll come back.
Thank you. So, all right, so I'll be back with a bit of me. The Standpoint 2018, our theme is the woman on the move. Be the woman on the move. Break boundaries. Think outside the box. No area is no go area for you. You can go anywhere. You can do anything you put your mind to. Let's walk the talk. Let's do away with the fear and venture into unknown territories. What you believe in, what you are passionate about, what you love, that is what will give you the peace of mind, the joy, the satisfaction and the fulfillment in life. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Take the risk, woman, and pursue your dream. Don't let anybody tell you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you that this is no-go area. When you know deep down your soul that you can do it or you want to do it. And even if you do it and you fail, and so what? Who hasn't failed before in life? We all try, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes we knock on doors, it doesn't open. You keep going, keep knocking on different doors. Take the challenge, woman. Take the challenge and break free. Be liberated from the stereotyping, from this box that the world is putting us. Pursue your dream. Go for what you stand for. Go for what you believe in. Let us stand up and fight for our own. Let us protect our own. Be the woman on the move. And the woman on the move is not just going zim like that, as I said some time ago. You are going and you are enjoying life. You're enjoying your environment, taking everything with you, spreading your wings. Fly as high as you want to. Be the eagle. Be the eagle. Whatever you think you can do, do it. We are all stars in our own small way. Let us let our light shine wherever we find ourselves. We have little lights, all of us. Let us make it shine. As you know, as for me, I'm the woman with super crazy faith in God. I know that whatever it is, God has got us covered. Grace abounds, but God has given us wisdom. He has given it a task. He has put us here for a reason. Let us rise to the challenge. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.